Long Saturday. Front fender's on. I got my custom front struts back from chrome. This is a fat bob front fender, so I had to be able to incorporate some kind of a mount system for the Springer. Those were machined kind of on a last minute whim. The bike's fully wired. I've pre-fit the tanks with all the, it really looks like crap right there, but the tanks cover all that. Because it's a Springer front, I had to put the front circuit board underneath the dash. On a wide, it would have been up in the forks, just so people understand what that's about. A lot of progress. Oil bags in place, rear fenders in place, rear struts. Those again were custom made here, along with the front fender struts. The forward shift blocks, which are powder coated now, you can't tell. All to accommodate Arla and Ness's mess, and that's just what I call it. Overpriced forward controls. No power or no front brake switch in the front master. That's pretty hideous. So what you see here is our friends at J-Brake, which actually I run J-Brake forward controls, and I wish to God I would have put J-Brake forward controls on this bike. That's a J-Brake front brake switch, so we can activate the brake lights with the front brake. I'm not real happy with it, but it's all I could do so we could have front brakes. I do have a bracket modded up with a horn that'll actually cover that, so hopefully it looks alright. Of course, she's far from being a 53 pan that most of the company seeing. I don't know, I guess it's to each his own. It was meant to ride, not to please me, I guess. Johnny Speaker built the motor. Johnny Speaker history goes way back to actually Valley Motorworks days. If anybody was capable of one of these old pans, it was John. And I know the motor's right. Again, we went with powder coating on the cases. Another thing against the grain, but again, it's my bike, so I can do what the hell I want. Truth is, black heat dissipates. The black, well, goddamn phone. Black dissipates heat better anyway, so honestly, I don't like the looks of the polished cases or the buffed cases on the old Panheads anyway. Oil tank. Justin did a hell of a job on the paint and graphics. Rear fender. Right now I just got the taillight wiring kind of mocked in place till I figure out how I'm gonna wire that. It's run through a late model Harley Davidson loom in the fender underneath. License plate bracket. But it also acts as an anti-mud slinger too. 11.5-inch discs all the way around front and back, so she stops. So anyway, full day, I'm beat. The tins are on. I know everybody was kind of hoping to see some tins put on this. It's kind of hard to do when you're working by yourself. It's a lot of money to take a risk at scratching and tearing up the we got through it. My buddy Phil came over and gave me a hand. Tomorrow we got plumb oil lines, oil filter, and gosh, we're real close. Ordered some parts from Terrible Ted. They didn't make it in on Friday. One is a seat post T bushing, which I ended up machining a bushing. They can't put the tanks on until that seat T's right, so hopefully we'll see after the bushing sets up in there. Tomorrow morning we'll see how tight it is. If it's tight enough, we'll go ahead and pop tanks on tomorrow. And I gotta do a couple more little things with electrical. Excuse me. A little more circuit protection. But otherwise, she's coming right into it. Full day's worth of work. Anyway, I just thought I'd do a short little video. Gosh, I'm just speechless because I'm tired. And I felt good all week, and I figure this is a good weekend to try to finish this thing up, or get it really close to finished up, because we go on the road here in another week with the cancer bike, and I don't know when I'll be back to really work on this. Plus, I don't know how many gremlins I got to work out once we get it down on the ground, so hopefully not. I've test fired the electrical, test fired it for spark. The only thing I haven't done is put fuel to it and oil, so I think John's speakers got it set up pretty much with we went with the Mallory distributor versus the old timer circuit breaker, so hopefully she'll fire faster anyway. And of course the S&S Super E carb, so anyway, we'll call that it.